I am so excited about this episode because you're going to meet someone who, after you hear her story, you're going to know that if she can do it, if I can do it, anybody can. Takesha Artis has gone from being a certified public accountant to a financial life coach. Not just a financial coach, not just a life coach, because we know that what happens in your finances is a manifestation of what's happening in your life.
You know, I used to say we aren't taught how to handle money. But what I've realized over the years is that we are taught. We're taught to avoid it. We're taught to think of it negatively. We're taught to feel certain emotions around it. So we are taught these things, and it's from generations before us and their generation before them.
A lot of times we do things with money for love. Yeah. I love my kids, so I want to spend all my rent money on Christmas toys. Mm-hmm. I love my kids, so I don't want them to be left out. Because we think giving our kids the best means that we buy them furniture, jewelry, clothing, electronics, all things that decrease in value over time rather than increase in value. You know, first of all, I say to all the parents out there who are so stressed out because your kids got you spending too much money, and they come to me and they say, well, Lynn, you know, I know what to do, but my kids, I say, first of all, kids are evil. Now, come on now.
They are not.
Kids are evil. Okay, they want all that they can get without putting nothing in.
Yes.
And I mean, but here's the deal. I say that and it's joking. I love my children. I love your kids. We love everybody's kids. But the truth is, we made them that way.
Yes.
Oh, I remember when Kennedy, she was 6 and we had been cutting back on everything. And we were at the dinner table and she asked, I want to get my hair done. And her father said, well, you know, we got to think about that and figure out how much it costs and who's going to do your hair. She looked at us like around the dinner table, like all of us were alien. She said, are y'all broke? She was 6. I was like, oh, Jesus, help us all, Lord. My husband was so upset. I thought it was funny because we were, but we're not going to always be. But no, we just don't have money for that.
Right now.
Language. We don't have money for that.
We don't have money
But
for
in her mind, I think she was ready to go get a new family.
Yeah.
I think she had figured it out.
Yeah, like y'all can't just uphold my lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Hey.
You cannot uphold my lifestyle.
Yes. A lot of the things that kids need aren't taught in school anymore.
Yeah.
So we have to advocate for them to be good financial stewards. We have to teach them about credit. We have to do those things. They're not getting that in the school system. So it's up to us as parents sometimes to be the example. And realistically, our kids are watching us handle money all the time. They're getting their knowledge about money from us, whether we directly say it, whether we directly tell them something, or they're seeing us handle it anyway. So we are shaping their money mindset anyway.
That's how I felt. I was teaching my children everything. Go to school, get a good education, get a good job. I often say, Grandma B said, you know, wear clean underwear in case you get hit by a bus. Mm-hmm. We learned all these manners. We learned the things to say, not to say, respect your elders. Yep. But I was not teaching them how to be financially responsible, which meant I was not teaching them how to be actively involved in their lives as adults with power and control. And so that became a very important issue for me. How do you think that that helped you to be a better steward, not only over your money, but also over raising this Black boy who you want to be a responsible Black man?
What I started to do was make my own rules about money.
Yeah.
When Antoine was young, he would get Christmas, he would get that Toys R Us catalog and he'd circle everything. Sir?
You called him sir.
Sir? It is just me here.
Yeah.
And what we would do is I would come up with a dollar amount and we would go through, okay, well, let's budget. And he didn't know I was teaching him budgeting, but I wanted to know, I need you to prioritize what you want in this catalog.
Because you have circled everything.
You want everything.
Right.
However, my budget says it's $200 or $300.
Yes.
Sir. And so I started to just teach him those things that, number one, it's just me. So while I want to give you the best, I am a little bit capped right now, sir.
But here it is. You are giving him the best.
What I was teaching him for Christmas overflowed into
everything.
Yeah. So he would say, this is my birthday money. Can you hold this because Madden's coming out in XYZ, or this is coming out, so I want this game. Can you hold this for me? So he started to say, well, if I want this, I may have to save to get it.
Yeah.
Because she may not have it.
And you know what? The most beautiful thing about that is you teaching him that you didn't have it and him understanding that you didn't have it did not diminish the love he had for you. It did not diminish your value as a human being. It certainly did not diminish your value as a woman and as a mother. As a matter of fact, your stock price just went up. Okay. And that's so important because I think parents think, well, if I can't give my child this, they're going to think less of me.
No, they won't.
I've never met a child who knew their parents or their mother or their father was in debt, who wanted them to be further in debt.
Yeah.
Never met one.
I don't think as parents we want to have those conversations.
Right.
Or we know how to have those conversations. Yeah. But as a single mom, that was my reality. There is one check coming in. So it can only go so far. And that's why I created my home-based business, because I realized this salary here is capped. Let me try to bring more income in for those things that we do want to do. And I do want to have, more experiences and vacations. And that's how the business started, really.
Let's toast to your success.
Thank you.
With these little Dream Wealth mocktails. So what did we learn today? 1, being an entrepreneur doesn't have to equate to being broke. 2, sometimes filing bankruptcy can be a saving grace in sustaining wealth and rebuilding wealth. And finally, 3, budget. Spend less money. Sometimes we have to say no to the little things today so we can say yes to the big things we dream about tomorrow.